Hi everyone. So this is another video series for the knowledge sharing, and this is for the upcoming humorous speech contest. So we'll cover the ballot, the judges' ballot of the humorous speech contest, so that we all can gear up, we all can prepare well once we understand how the judges are going to judge our speeches. Okay. So in humorous speech contest, we have three main sections. Okay, the first one is called the content, which carries the weightage of 55 marks out of 100. Then comes the delivery, which carries a weightage of 30 marks, and then comes the language, which carries the weightage of 15 marks. So 55, 30, 15. The sum is 100. Okay. Now let's zoom in a little bit into each of these categories. Let's first cover the content, which is the significant part, like 55 weightage. So content has four subsections. The first subsection is called speech development. Speech development basically includes the structure of the speech, whether we have a proper opening, a body, and a conclusion, how the information is organized over the entire speech, the three sections, and whether the support material is aligned well, and that and also the transitions from one part of the speech to the other are apt. Okay, so all of this is covered in structure, which carries a weightage of 15 marks. Okay, next comes the effectiveness. Now, through the structure, I'll get to know the purpose of the speech, right? Now, to what extent that purpose of the speech has been met, right? That is covered in effectiveness. Plus, whether the speech was captivating, did it generate interest, and whether the audience were clearly, visibly enjoying the speech. So that gets covered in effectiveness. So that carries a weightage of 10 marks. Okay. So 15 structure, speech development, sorry. The second is effectiveness, which is 10 marks. The third is speech value. Now, this is where the originality, the original thought, the idea comes in place. Okay. So the speech topic may be very simple or a common topic, but how the speaker weaves in different components and makes this speech a super impactful. Now that is speech value. And the fourth one, so that again carries 15 marks, right? So we are looking at what was the idea, the logic, and the value, the original value that the speaker brings in through the speech. So that's the third element. And the fourth subsection in content is audience response. Now, this is about how attentive the audience were. Did they miss or get disconnected with the speaker? And then since it's humorous speech, we look at laughter or smile or enjoyment that people are having, and again, interest of the audience and engagement of the audience is all covered here. So that's a separate section, especially in humorous speech. So that is also having a weightage of 15 marks. So altogether, content has 55 marks, four sections: speech development 15, effectiveness 10, speech value 15, and audience response is 15. So 55 marks. Now comes the delivery part. Delivery has three sections with the total weightage of 30. Each of those subsections has weightage of 10. What are these three? The first is physical. Now, physical includes everything that is visible. Okay, say right from your appearance to your eye contact, your hand gestures, your use of stage, your body language, all of that gets covered in the physical. Okay, so that carries a weightage of 10 marks. Voice is the second subsection, which caters to the use of vocal characteristics. Okay, so what are these? It includes volume, pitch, the rate, how fast or how slow are you speaking, the number of words per minute, and the use of pauses. So all of that is covered under voice. And we also look at whether there was adequate variety. There would be moments where your voice would go up, there would be moments where your voice would go down, and we check whether there was adequate variety in these vocal characteristics. So that's voice. So physical, voice, both of them 10 marks. The third is manner. Now, this basically is representing how are you feeling with respect to the topic and the speech. Are you confident yourself? Do you believe in that conversation, the speech topic? Yeah. Are you enthusiastic about the topic and the delivery of the speech that you're giving, right? So the conviction, the confidence, the assurance, the self-assurance on the topic, right? And how are you addressing these aspects to the audience? So all of that is covered under manner. This is also weighing 10 marks. So together, the three of them carries 30 marks. That is delivery. The last section of the ballot is the language. And language has two sections with the overall weightage of 15. The 10 marks are for the appropriateness. Now, appropriateness is basically with respect to the audience. The kind of the use of the language, the words, the phrases, are they appropriate? Are people able to understand? So that's really the appropriateness part. There's also another thing which is also like a warning that I usually give to the contestants, is sometimes in order to add that flair of humor, sometimes we tend to go a little below the belt. That's where we have to be very watchful, because the judges are trained to cut marks when such a thing happens. Okay, so appropriateness carries 10 marks. The last is the correctness, the role that a grammarian plays in a typical meeting, right? Whether we're using the correct words, the vocabulary, the grammar, the pronunciation, and the word selection. Okay, so all of that is covered in the correctness, and it only carries the weight of 5 marks. Okay, so altogether, content 55, delivery 30, language 15. I hope this makes sense. Please do keep the ballot with you when you are reviewing this video. And my last tip to all the contestants is, please remember, humorous speech contest is supposed to be a speech, not a set of stand-up ideas, okay? Not the set of jokes that are to be stated in sequence. It has to be a speech with a proper structure and proper content. I wish all the contestants all the best, and happy contest season. All right.